Hi, I'm Trawler Specialist Jeff Merrill. I'm in Stuart, Florida to give you a tour of the Nordhavn 63 KOKOMO. The cockpit on KOKOMO was ordered with an extended overhang. There's a propane barbecue with propane tanks, a seating area for changing in and out of wetsuits. Speaking of wetsuits, there's a tall hanging locker here for hanging full-length wetsuits. Caesar stone counter, storage lockers, Lazarette access hatch. The swim platform was also ordered longer to make it easier for divers to get in and out of the water, or also by arriving by dinghy. The starboard side deck has a door for getting in on the dock, and this Dutch door right here allows us into the Salon. Let's go look inside. The Salon is very spacious on KOKOMO. There are large windows outboard and behind. The Dutch door has the optional teak wood framing, which gives it a richer look. L-shaped settee on the port side with a large dining table, another settee on the starboard side. This transitions into the galley, and in the divider there is a flat screen TV that lifts up for entertainment. Great galley in KOKOMO, 2 Sub-Zero full-size refrigerator with freezer drawers. There are storage lockers, a microwave convection oven, a propane cooktop 5-burner with an electric oven, dishwasher, trash compactor, double basin sink, extra storage above. If you like to cook, this also has a window to look out, and there's a hatch above for letting light and air and ventilation in. The master stateroom is just forward of the galley, right down the hallway. Has an ensuite head and shower that's aft. We're in an aft master, so this is much more comfortable underway. An extra large bed was ordered for this boat. There are 2 big port lights outboard. There's a ventilation hatch above. This is a spectacular place to sleep when you're underway or at anchor. Guest stateroom is forward. It's a VIP cabin with an island berth, lockers, drawers, a separate little seating area, overhead hatches, outboard port lights. You could argue that this is a better room than the master stateroom. Beneath the VIP forward stateroom is the basement, or the machinery space. I'm sitting on the bow thruster tube. Forward of me are some hydraulic pumps, some water manifolds, storage shelves here for various gear, and a hot water heater back aft. The upper level of KOKOMO features a dayhead with a shower, a captain's cabin, and then of course the pilot house. Pilot house has an L-shaped settee back here with a table, 2 Stid helm chairs, so 2 people can be running the boat while you're underway. Chart tables outboard on both sides, an expansive collection of electronics, too numerous to mention, black overhead paneling, which reduces the glare at night, an overhead hatch, opening Dutch doors on either side. This is an amazing place to operate this boat. One of the surprise features of the Nordhavn 63 is this lower level utility room. It's just forward of the engine room. There is a sink basin. There are lots of drawers with storage. Your laundry's down here with a clothes washer and a dryer. There's another freezer down here. And then outboard on the port side is a single bunk for a crew member to sleep. The engine room on the Nordhavn 63 features full standing headroom. There's a safety rail around the main engine. We also have seating on the sides. There's a hydraulic system that features controls for the bow thruster, the stern thruster, the active fin stabilizers, and the windlass, including an emergency bilge pump and a seawater washdown. Outboard on both sides are the fuel tanks. They're fiberglass fuel tanks with sight glasses. The fuel manifold system outboard on the starboard side lets you select from any tank. There's a fire suppression system on the starboard side and the wing engines on the starboard side, generator on the port side. Strategically placed around the engine room are various tools for simple projects. All the way back aft, you can get back to the Lazarette. This is an engine room that is very easy to service while you're underway. The Lazarette is packed with gear on KOKOMO. There's a generator on centerline. I can come down obviously from the cockpit through the hatch or from the engine room. Outboard on the starboard side, I have 2 water makers. On the back end, there are all the air conditioning compressors, electrical switching, a fire suppression system, 2 outback inverters behind me, the SCUBA dive compressor back aft, and also an AC frequency converter. The foredeck on the Nordhavn 63 also doubles as your boat deck. The rigid inflatable tender is on centerline. I have a steelhead crane, excellent railing on either side. I can go into the wheelhouse through the Portuguese bridge, down the side deck on the starboard side, and all the way forward is the hydraulic windlass with the anchor and chain. Portuguese bridge is a signature feature of a true ocean-going, passage-making trawler. On KOKOMO, there are docking stations outboard on both the port side and the starboard side. Makes it very easy for your sightlines when you're coming into the dock. Feel protected with these stainless rails. The gasoline for the dinghy is stored in a tank right here built into this section of the Portuguese bridge. There's a door that gives me access and also seals off the Portuguese bridge, the other docking station, and I can go around the deck on either side into the pilot house or cockpit. The upper aft deck is one of the great advantages for enjoying your outside surroundings. The aft pilot house 63 does not have a flybridge, so this is your outside area. It's covered on top with a canvas cover. There is a couch area here that you can sleep on or sit, a dining table. There are deck walkways on both sides, and you can take this ladder up if you need to go look on top of the wheelhouse roof. One of the advantages of having the boat out of the water is I'm able to show you some of the underwater features that I don't normally get to talk about. Here's the bow thruster, right up in this tunnel. The boat is out of the water for hurricane season, and also it does need bottom paint, so I'll give you that as a disclaimer right up front. But as you work your way back aft, you can see the maintenance strakes right in here, the keel cooler, the stabilizers, and on back to the running gear. So I'm about the middle of the boat right now. This bulge right here in the hull is the maintenance strake. It gives you extra standing headroom in the engine room, a Nordhavn feature. We have an intake through hull right here that has a cover you can move over to clean things out. This is the keel cooler that radiates the engine coolant, cools it off with the heat exchange process, and then outboard is one of the active fin stabilizers. The Nordhavn 63 is a single engine design. The keel comes back aft, transitions into the propeller, and also protects the rudder. You can see there's some fairing in the hull shape to bring the water flow down. This is a spurs line cutter for cutting lines off the boat. 5-blade propeller. The rudder is mounted on a rudder shoe for grounding, and you can see how massive that rudder is for steering. Right above the rudder is a tube for the stern thruster. You've heard of the wing engines on Nordhavns, the auxiliary propulsion. Here's the shaft, the strut, and a 3-blade gory propeller. You see how it folds in place so it's less drag when you're underway, and then when you get everything rotating, it opens up and gives you propulsion. Well, thank you for joining me today. As you've seen, KOKOMO is a spectacular Nordhavn 63. Love to get you on board. We do that by appointment. You can call or text my cell phone, 949-355-4950, or send an email to jeff.merrill@jmys.com. Hi Trawler fans, thank you for watching the JMYS YouTube video channel. You can subscribe by clicking the button below, and if you'd like to watch one of our other listings or check out one of our other trawler skills videos, you can click on one of those on the side. Thanks, and we hope to see you back here again soon.